Wheel Racing, the WWE of virtual F1. Hope you guys are having a great day. Romo Clan here with Drico out. How are you, Drico? Welcome.
I'm doing great. Uh,
Excellent.
Having a good day.
Very good. It's always good to have a good day, isn't it?
Yeah. Uh, for some, like, it started off terrible. I had to wake up real early, but for some reason, whenever you just say, you know what, today is gonna be good, no matter what happens. I'm just gonna have a good day today. It just somehow seems to work. Unless something terrible happens, then the best attitude in the world is no good to you. But on those middling days, just I guess it helps.
I like it, man. I like your attitude. It's a good attitude to have, my friend. It's a good attitude to have. Well, here we are, Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. I have to confess, I've done zero research for this week.
Uh-oh. I haven't done a whole lot
So
either, but the one thing I can tell you is it's kind of similar to last week in Mexico in that it really is kind of
a mix.
yeah, it's very technical track, but it's real long straights, a couple of real long straights, basically. Come and get me now because you're not going to have a chance next because it's going to be so technical. So
Right.
there's a few super technical spots where it's easy to come off, and you know what's going to come into play here? Track limitations.
Yeah. Apparently, this is super strict track limits.
but we
So
but we don't play on them here in Wheel to Wheel, so it'll be a bit more forgiving. So did the lads find out where their limits are? Where are the limits on this track?
well, apparently there's not a lot of leeway uh, on this track. That's the one thing I do remember being discussed. And the other thing we learned in the aftermath of the last race is how ERS works. So no DRS.
Yes.
So I didn't realize that it's essentially a flap that can only activate if you do a certain thing. So it's got nothing to do with you being behind the car and getting some kind of slipstream. No, if you're behind the car, you can essentially you have a flap that will adjust and make you more aerodynamic and make you faster. And it's just something engineered to make the race more exciting.
Yeah, for sure. You can get it if you're right behind and you get in that DRS and you have a good amount of power on your engine. And that all comes down to
You,
how much power they have in those engines too. Their ERS and whether
right.
that's why they keep looking out for it. That's why it's a big thing for us to look out for. But yeah, it's a definitely it's a good equalizer and it's a good way to have some fun, right?
For sure. It's a great way to keep it exciting. Uh, and it makes for some great battles.
It does indeed. It has so far here in Wheel to Wheel, and we got the top man has done pretty good. Our current leader has done pretty good in League of Ireland. He took a podium, even though I think he had a little bit of help there, but he took a podium there, I believe, yesterday, and he raced in Tier 1 the other day. So, he definitely probably has the advantage here, I would say.
Right. Oh, and he's very confident. If there's
He's,
one thing I've realized, he's very confident this week. He's talking a lot of shit. Uh, and I know that's kind of normal for Budge, but definitely it's a lot more than normal. Like it's not just a little bit more than normal; it's a lot more than normal.
yeah, he's quite confident for the track. The other cool thing about Abu Dhabi is I don't know if did you notice the pit lane? Have you taken a notice of pit lane?
No, I don't.
So
I'm literally going into this blind.
no,
I'm
that's
reading
cool. You'll see it's
F1bythenumbers.com right now.
then you'll be excited about it because you actually pit to the right. Okay, so you pull into the pit lane to the right, but
Mm-hmm.
then you come out on the track on the left. So the pit lane actually goes underneath the track, like it tunnels underneath the track, and then goes to
Oh,
the
that
other
is
side.
cool.
So you skip T1, you skip turn one when you're coming out of the pit, but it's a very long pit lane, very long.
Okay.
So it's definitely something to that could be a possibility like we've had in the past. It definitely adds to your time when you're coming out of that pit lane because it's literally you'll see you have to go underneath the bridge. You go underneath the bridge, the track itself, and then come out on the left. So you pit to the right, but you come back out on the track to the left. It's very interesting.
That's very cool. So it'll make for some. It's not straightforward then to calculate how much time you lose on your pit, because obviously you're in there for a long time, but you skip a whole section of the race.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting. It's a dilemma for them to understand how much are they missing
So
or gaining.
I'm reading on so I revealed that I'm getting all my info from f1bythenumbers.com right now.
Listen,
So
shout
if
out to
they're wrong,
f1bythenumbers.com. Shout out the Wikipedia of F1 for us.
so if they're wrong, I'm gonna be an idiot. But I'm always an idiot when it comes to F1, so I don't mind. Um, the one pit strategy is heavily favored in Abu Dhabi. It's heavily favored. The only time that you will typically see a two pit strategy, barring any major collisions, is if there's a safety car. That's the only time when a two pit strategy realistically makes sense.
Interesting, very interesting.
And it's one of the worst tracks of the season when it comes to overtaking opportunities.
Yes, there's a whole. Essentially, I think we need to look out for. Uh, Sector 3, I believe it is. There's basically no opportunity. So I definitely I got to.
There's a long straight where they have that opportunity, is what you're saying. But other than that, it's kind of like a Monaco or Azerbaijan in that it's all about just maintaining track position.
It's yeah, and I think I'll get into it little bit maybe as when after we start the race. But I think that I overheard some of the teams talking about their fuel, in that you have an opportunity in I believe it's Sector 3. You have an opportunity in Sector 3 to, because there's no passing, there won't be any passing. So how you enrichen or lean out your fuel is something that could come into play.
Right.
So it could be an interesting one. We could have a fun race on our hands. Budge84, he says a two-stop is faster there, Dricko out. So f1bythenumbers.com, you can shove it.
Yeah, well, I guess I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes in the race. Obviously can't argue with Budge's experience on the track. But at the same time, fuck you, Budge. Contradicting me on the Wheel2Wheel channel. Fuck you.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I have to say that it is, our new experiment with the stream with starting getting in our own party and then you pulling them in. It's actually helped me too, in that traditionally we mute each other at the last second, and then I go live, and generally the time trial is already started when I get in to go live. And on this, we've been in the lobby now for a long time. We have a good chance to chat. We're gonna have to up our game, pal.
Yeah, I'm already running out of things to talk about. Like I read a one pager on F1 by the numbers.
I read something about Abu Dhabi. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
Women can drive in Abu Dhabi?
No. The people of Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do. I have to say that I looked up puns and jokes about Abu Dhabi, and that was the only one. That was the only one I found. But the people of Abu
That's
Dhabi
unfortunate.
do. Come on, Scooby Doo, baby.
Dabba dabba doo.
Shout out to the Flintstones right there. Were you a Flintstones guy when you were a kid there, Draco?
Yeah, I would have watched Flintstones. I did like the bit where he was in a car and it's just their legs running. They used to use the dinosaurs as like
Yeah, come
his
on,
job
like
was to pick up the rocks and shit.
like the when the opening song when he goes to the restaurant or the drive-in or whatever, and he gets that big huge T-bone steak and it's so big that it flips the car on its side. Come on, like that's classic cartoonage right there. Not like
Right.
today. Today's different. Today cartoons are different. But then
Yeah, for sure.
that was classic cartoonage. The Flintstones followed by the Jetsons. Are you kidding me? We go back in time and then go into the future?
I actually that one is before my time, unfortunately. I was a big Tom and Jerry.
Oh yeah, sure,
That
of
would have been
course.
it. One I did watch that maybe not a lot of people my age was Danger Mouse.
There you
Did
go.
you ever
All
watch
right.
Danger
Oh
Mouse?
yeah, it wouldn't have been big in the
Right.
States, but it still would have been on.
What else? I guess when I was about 8 or so, the really big one that I used to like run home from school to watch was Pokemon. And like I'd say Pokemon's that's probably like the bit where cartoons just changed. It changed how they made cartoons because of that success.
Oh yeah, Vernie Verns, welcome into the chat. This day in 1987, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon first aired. See that? This is the things that you learn on the Wheel2Wheel Racing channel on
Right.
Twitch, folks. Like,
You don't learn this anywhere else.
no, no. You know that's. Thank you so much for that, Vernie Vern. That's fantastic. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell.
So that's kind of ironic, as we found out in the last podcast that Vern's nickname comes from the Teenage Mutant or Ninja Turtles.
It's hard to even say, isn't it?
Chameleon, are you saying we're having sound issues? I think.
Good man, Vern. That's right.
Meeple's trying to sort.
Meeple's trying to sort his own channel, is what you're saying there, Comedian, just to get that straight. That's fine. Hey, look, we will improvise. Yeah, we are fine.
Right.
We will improvise. That's okay. Heroes in a fucking half
So
shell.
I think we need to have like an impromptu like podcast or something.
I mean, that's basically
Like
what we're doing
podcast
here
while
now.
we wait.
That's basically
Right.
what we're doing here now. Talk to me about Cyberpunk, man. It looks like, there's two sides of that coin. Basically, PS4 owners, some of them are not happy just because the graphics are so rough.
So I've got I don't have the base PlayStation. I've got the PlayStation Slim, which it has the same specs basically, but it does a better job of keeping itself cool. And so first off, it's an absolutely like brilliant story. Like you're totally immersed in this world. Like it's like stuff like you get to customize your own dick. Like stuff like that is not important to the game at all. But it helps. Like there's a lot of little touches like that just make you believe that like you're in this like dystopian future where like almost anything is possible, but like things are also so fucked. In terms of like the graphics and the glitches and stuff like that, I honestly think that a lot of it is kind of like over. It's not as bad as people are saying. Like, there's a couple of issues. Like, there are some glitches, but it's not like it totally ruins the game or whatever. Like, you can still play the game and have a good time playing it. But I probably will replay it once I get the PlayStation 5.
All right.
There's a bit that I can imagine the Chameleon being very interested in. It's called a brain dance, And essentially, you get hooked into this technology, and you get to experience the exact same thing that somebody else did. So like, these people who are essentially psychos, and they'll get off on on a brain dance of murdering someone, or like getting killed, or, and as you can imagine, the biggest usage is porn. People like people basically getting to experience fucking these women. Um,
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Looks like we're getting ready for qualies here now, right?
yeah, looks like we're set up now.
Hopefully Meep's got his channel all sorted out. Make sure you give a sub to the Meeps for a free game, giving it away to charity. Or give a sub to the Wheel2Wheel. If there's anybody out there, you
Yeah,
could
if
use
you
it.
haven't subbed to the wheel to wheel now, like, what are you doing?
More Mick is not with us this evening. I think he had
Yeah,
some
unfortunately so.
work duties, but he's just trying to get himself better anyway for next season.
Yeah, I had to believe that if his attendance issues don't improve, that that the chameleon will be getting out the hammer.
I mean, in fairness, does it whether someone in that position is there or not,
Right.
just
I
preparing
I
himself
get
for
it.
next
He's
year.
learning, so it's not a big deal right now.
Yeah, I'd say no. But mark my
That is a
words,
very interesting shaped track.
isn't it?
Like, it basically, one half of it is almost pretty much just straight
Yeah.
with a kink in it, and then the other is just really tough corners. And there's not a lot of runoff area here as well. That's going to be a big factor. Like, this is a pretty narrow track with
Let's drive along with the chameleon on his outlap. He's the first one out, so let's stick with him. Oh, Meeps is on the lap, right? Not Meeps in the pit.
and Meep and Vern are going with the medium tires.
They are indeed, aren't they? Hey,
So
no shit,
they
Sherlock.
must be going for the one pit strategy.
No shit, Sherlock has a comment in there for you there. Welcome to the stream, no shit.
Yeah.
You make me sick with your golf recently, how good it's been.
Obviously, it made an impression on you, Sherlock, if you're still talking about it. So, we need to get the Sherlock no shit picks of the week.
Yeah. Sherlock, we
Give
need
us
the
your
no
picks.
shit picks of the week there, pal. Here goes Chameleon. Let's take a look at him as he comes in through the first couple turns. 5, 6, and 7.
He's going through on a decent pace here.
He is indeed.
Sherlock would make an impression on anyone. It sure would. Literally and figuratively.
Here comes Chameleon through Sector 2 as he makes his way into Sector 3.
And Vern is out in the lap now as well.
Oh, excellent.
And Kaiser.
looks out. Why not's on a lap here too, I think, isn't he? 12,
He sure is.
16. Super technical in through there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Sector 3 is super technical. Here he comes. Chameleon puts in a 136.567.
Well, that's a much. I mean, that's like 30 seconds slower than the laps they were putting in last week. So this is a much slower track.
Oh, yeah. Why not through the chicane? Gets himself off on the grass a little bit there.
Maybe that's a track limit he found.
Maybe he found a track limit. Here we come through. Hard right, hard left.
He lost a bit of time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see him. He knows where to edge, where the edges are.
137.246. Major Jam puts on a 138.734.
Yeah, they're both going to have to improve those times, I'd say.
All right, let's take a look. We'll just follow Budge because he is coming. He's putting the start on here now, so let's follow Budge through the track, huh? Two pitters going to be a faster strategy. Interesting.
Yeah, obviously that must be because you get two they get two softs out of it. I'd have to think.
Yeah. Let's just put up the
but they
fastest
must
time
be,
through
that
sector one.
must be baking in a safety car though. That has to be baking in a safety car, and there very well could be.
Yeah.
This is Major Jam's first race with a wheel-to-wheel with this kind of tight track and with firm barriers either side.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to show something that he hasn't shown before to stay out, I'd say.
Just a little bit up on that grass there, but here comes the hard right, double hard left for Budge.
That stadium's very cool though, isn't it?
Isn't it? Coming around the last turn. Yeah, it looks like he might have a good one here. 35, 36, 136.0, so a half a second up on Chameleon. Major Jam puts in a 137.795. Kaiser at a 137.8.
Yeah, I hope Major Jam realizes he needs to pit now. Because if he's starting off on the softs, he's going to have to keep another pair of softs in reserve. So
Bernie Vern
he probably has to sit on that time, to be honest.
138.272. Meeps puts in a 137.778. So right now, 10 minutes left though. We got 136 for Budge, 0.07. Command 136.56. Why not 137.245? Meeple Champ 137.778. Major Jam 137.7. Kaiser Ashkan 137.8. And Bernie Vern 137.82. 138.2, sorry. Budge is definitely coming in for a pit. Commands on an outlap. Meep puts almost 0.2 of a second on that. I don't know if he's... That will not quite put him at why not, but almost. If he can pick up some speed here in Sector 2. Now he's going to have to drive technical. Almost a half a second, 3.3 seconds up on his time. Yeah, that stadium is cool, isn't it, Jack?
Oh yeah, it is very. It's very cool. too bad this play paid for it with blood money, but what can you do?
Ah, this is the F1. They'll take anybody's money. Oh, he went to the pits.
Yeah.
Meeps actually had a good race if he would have just kept going out there. Why not's on an outlap? Budge. In through sector 2, 136.
Hopefully we get a check-in from Ryan again tonight, and maybe he can chip in with some comments. That would be nice,
it'd be great
right?
to see Ryan again, wouldn't it? It'd be great to talk to Ryan again.
I see Mick is watching as well. Don't be shy. We welcome all comments, Mick.
Is he watching? Is it from work?
Yeah, well, he shows up when you click on the names. He's showing up. So he must be watching from work.
He's just giving us some love.
He probably can't hear us then.
No, he's just giving us some love. Good job.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the views.
135.76. Picks
That
up
is
a half
very
a second.
confident.
135.882. Coming right behind him though. Here comes Why Not on a lap. Let's follow Why Not.
That is very confident from Budge, putting 3 laps in qualifying. Obviously, this is going to be a clear example where he just understands something way better than I do, and he's going to skill me to bits. But it is surprising that he's willing to do that.
Yeah, it may not put a maybe the actual strain on the tires isn't that bad or something. I don't know.
Apparently on this track though it is.
All right.
But
interesting.
Obviously he knows it's Budge. He knows something I don't.
Looks like he took that a bit better. Heads into the grandstand.
It's interesting the first 2 sectors are the longest.
Yeah.
So the next 2 are basically a quarter each of the time.
Oh yeah, that's not good for you there.
No, he's not gonna.
Got it. Such a hard that sector 3 is a motherfucker, man. He's still got a good run going if he can. Still has a good run going. Come on. Oh, yeah. 136. Even with that mistake there, he's right there.
Right.
A little over half a second behind me.
He did enough to defend a P3 there, I think, from Meepo. I think he's going to pit there. He's not driving anywhere near as fast as he was before.
So Budge literally a 1/10 of a second over Chameleon for pole position. Amazing, isn't it?
For sure. And Budge is going to have to pit very early with those tires. Maybe he's banking on an early safety car or something.
About 5 minutes left here qualifying. Major Jam putting on pace, isn't he? He's putting on pace.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Major Jam's got all the talent. We want to see him come up and compete. We want to see someone break that monopoly that the top 2/top 3 have right now.
Oop.
Oh, you just took something out there.
You don't want to take the track
you
with
get
you there,
arrested
Major
for that
Jam.
in Canada, pal.
You want to keep the track on the track, pal. Keep all parts of the track on the track. Whoa. There's another piece of track. How is that lap not invalidated?
He's looking solid for time, though.
I know, he's just flying, man. 137.1. Moves himself up ahead of the Meeps. The Meeps has a fairly good lap in there, almost 2/10 down right now through Sector 2. Abu Dhabi Doo. In through Sector 3. Coming into the tough spots here. Take it easy, Meeps. Take it easy. Do it again. One more time and then we're clear, kid.
He's looking very clean coming through this part, isn't he?
Very clean. I don't know what kind of
I'm not sure if it's fast enough, but...
Yeah, it's very clean. 4, 35, 36, 36.7 up into P4. Slaps that new Kid Major Jam right in the mouth.
Yeah.
Try to take my speed away from me, motherfucker.
We'll have a good battle, though.
Bernie Vern 2/10 down through Sector 1. Chameleon not running a lap. Oh, he's got traffic in front of him, these fuckers. Budge is on another outlap.
You know, Budge, like, he just, well, I mean, he's only 0.1 second ahead, so he does have to defend. But even if he was miles ahead, he'd still be going for another lap.
Ah, Chameleon banged into the wall there. He had a good run going there. Yeah, he was moving pretty fast there too. He just banged himself into the wall. Verdi Vern coming around the final turn, 136.7, moves him up into P5. Kaiser 136.5 in P4. Why not 136.4 P3? And the 135's battling it out for pole position. The Angry Chameleon, is he back? Is the Angry Chameleon back this week? Can he claw his way back in through the Drivers' Championship points? Has he gotten over?
I think that's up to him. I think right now, it's just I feel bad saying this, but I just keep hearing excuses.
Can he just clear his mind? He just needs to clear his mind and race, man.
For sure,
Yeah.
that's it. Like he needs to focus on what he needs to do right, not what's holding him back. When you can do that, I think you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see him a lot closer to where he wants to be and needs to be.
Why not?
Looks like we've got a good battle between Kaiser and Vernie Vern, though. That's an underrated battle, I think, because those are two good friends, very close in points, in I guess general outcomes, and they'll be wanting to knock each other off.
All right, here comes Why Not, his last opportunity, 132. He's putting on a go on 435. He cannot get into the 35s. 136.2. So there we have it, folks. Oh, we got the no shit picks of the week are in there. Budge, Meeps, and Angry if he keeps his head. The picks are in. What do you think about those picks there, Drico?
Sorry, 1 second.
No problem.
So we've got Budge 1, Meets 2, and 3 angry if he keeps ahead. I mean, I think he's kind of like he's keeping it in the family there a little bit, isn't he? He's got relatives 1 and 2.
Well, really, I mean, even with Mick there too. I mean, he can throw a dart and it's 50-50 whether
Right.
he's going to hit a family member or not, right?
Right. I mean, Budge is always like he's always a strong pick to win, and that's why he's ahead in the standings right now. I think, honestly, on these types of races, you can. It's probably a coin toss between him and why not? Just because on the one hand, you know, Budge is gonna be flying down the pace. He's gonna be pushing the limits of pace no matter what the track conditions are. Whereas, why not? It just has such a technical mind when it comes to the corners.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think that there's I'll tell you a little bit, not of gamesmanship. I guess gamesmanship, but you know, the way that the two of them go about their jobs, when you talk about the top two drivers, is very different. You know, Budge goes out with the confidence, but Budge puts in time behind the wheel
Right.
on that track on F1, figuring
Right, he
it
puts
out,
in the
trying to do
work.
his best. Where you know, we're not so because I guess they can see each other's by their time trials, right? That's how they do it, rather than by
Right.
racing in a Grand Prix for their practice. So whereas you know why not tends to get in there, get a lap done, get a good time trial, and then get out. You know what I mean? He don't
Right.
give up too much. So if he's doing it, he's working on it at a different angle. The two of them go about their jobs
Right.
quite differently.
That's a great point, I think. Budge is just trying to push the speed all the time. Why not is trying to learn it, and then withhold as much information as he possibly can. Right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's on purpose, but that's just the way
Oh,
they
it's
are.
definitely on purpose.
Okay,
It's
yeah, no,
100% on purpose.
yeah, it's just the way that they are, you know. Like they go about their jobs very differently. That's all.
For
They go
sure.
about their jobs differently. I did have the pleasure of sitting in
It's almost
on Budge Vernie Vern teammate session a little before everybody joined into the party tonight, and you know, there was definitely some talk there that I didn't understand. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
On
you'd
how to
expect that.
prepare the car, how to prepare their cars, where they're going to put their wings, all that kind of shit. You know, but yeah,
Right.
very interesting how they there was some good back and forth between the two of them, and Budge has made he made a promise that it was going to be a 1-2 finish this week for him, didn't he?
Right. That's quite a statement.
Quite a
That
statement.
is quite a statement. Um, Honestly, the way I'd have it, I'd have why not 1, Budge 2, and then I'm actually gonna pick Kaiser for 3 this week. That's my bold pick.
Really?
I mean,
Very
maybe that's
interesting.
wishful thinking, but
Listen, I'm saying P3 comes in P1, Chameleon in third place. I'm saying he's got to get rid of all that shit. He's putting it all out of his head. He's going to get behind the wheel of that car. He's going to drive that fucking car, and he is going to take a podium tonight.
do you think you're saying Chameleon for podium?
I'm saying Chameleon is going to finish this race in the first position.
And oh, you're gonna say you're picking Chameleon to win.
You're picking him to win.
That's a bold pick.
Picking him to win. Followed by, it's going to be 3-1.
I'd love to
3,
see
2,
it.
1. I'm going to go 3-2-1. So I'm going to go Chameleon. Why not Budge? And that's only to piss Budge off and motivate him even more, I think, and make him more confident to win. But I'm going with I mean, he's become the underdog. Let's be honest. Chameleon has become the underdog. He went from
Oh yeah,
the favorite.
he's a dark horse.
He's to now he's become the underdog. We haven't had many dry last few
I think I
weeks.
ruined that. Like those odds were not designed for like a betting brain like mine. Like Like, just totally took advantage of it.
We haven't seen driver outs, but we're also coming towards the end of the season, I believe, too, aren't we?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how many races are in a circuit. Do you know?
No, I just show up when they tell me to, pal.
Yeah, same here. Like like I literally, oh, we're in Abu Dhabi this week. Cool. Like, let me look that up. Now, I haven't done that before, but
No, in fairness, usually you're on point. Usually I come at you with the city, you come back with the facts. So, you're allowed to have a week off, man. It's okay.
I mean, in my defense, Cyberpunk came out. I was too mesmerized by the 19-inch penis.
I've been playing that Wreckfest myself. It's on PS Plus now, and
Wreckfest, what is that?
it's basically this racing uh, except you smash the shit out of each other.
Oh, okay.
There's different tracks you can race, demo race. You can have a demo derby where it's just a big open field and you smash the piss out of each other. I've been playing that.
You have Dirt too as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is even easier to drive the car than Dirt because
Okay.
I'm driving the car. I can do
Right.
it, and Dirt drives me crazy because
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be easier than it is, but it's not for me. I have a hard time driving the car, even with all the assists, even with all the fucking
Right.
traction. You know, I get it, all the aids, but this is basically you got to slide around the track when you're on the dirt, but then there's a lot of you're on the tarmac and you're depends on how good your car and you beat the piss out of each other. You can buy a bus and you can drive a bus.
Nice.
You should get
So
yourself
you're just
PS.
having fun with it.
Yeah, you should get PS Plus. I definitely recommend it, man. Or buy the game, and if you buy the game, we'll play a lot. I guarantee you, we'll play a lot.
Sounds good.
We'll start our own league.
We start a rival league.
We'll start a rival.
The bus
Yeah, we'll have the lads come
racing
in.
league.
We'll have
Maybe we can get Chameleon and Budge to commentate on us, like beating the shit out of each other, and then we can play the game.
and then we can play the game, of course. Then we do some 5-lappers in F1. All right, lads, here they go, warming up the tires, making sure they get nice and warm. We got, let's get the
They're
camera
all
ready.
starting on softs.
Let's go tires. Let's go telemetry. Let's go lap data, full map. Here we go. They'll be coming round the mountain when they come. Coming into the final turn. Getting themselves lined up. As they say, it all comes down to turn one, but the starts have been crazy too, I think, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because they started off so packed together that something crazy always happens.
Yeah, it's my kind of game, Sherlock, I'm telling you. When the lights go out in Abu Dhabi. Here they go, pal. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Looks like
Pretty clean start for the top
clean
three.
start. Budge gets out in front. Ooh. Why not comes hard, far out to the right there. The top three get themselves out there.
Oh, we had a wheel clash there. Wheel to wheel.
Comedian took that turn super tight. Let's see what happens.
So we've got a few yellow flags there. So Angry Chameleon has got a warning for corner quitting.
Yeah, definitely saw that there, but hey, it's a warning.
2 more of those and he's getting a penalty.
So the top three here in lap one, coming into sector 2.
Pretty evenly spaced.
The strategy guide, 2-stopper would be soft, medium. Chameleon staying tight up on Budge's butt there. Why not close behind? Kaiser P4. Bernie Vern P5 with Major Jam right behind him. Didn't see what happened to Meeps there.
Yeah, he's well behind now, isn't he? So, and George Russell got a warning for collision with Maples Champ.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Bad luck.
And Budge puts in fastest lap. And now we've got the craziness of Kimmy in front.
Yeah.
So
right behind Budge here.
It looks like some news came in that EA Sports have massively topped the 2K Sports bid for Codemasters.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, huh?
Well, obviously, we could have a bidding war in our hands, but personally, I really hope EA Sports don't win that bid, because to be honest, they just have a habit of ruining their games. Like I would love to have a good American football sim, but they just trash the shit out of well, I guess it's always been their Madden has always been their franchise, but
yeah,
they just never do any like serious improvements on it.
Yeah, they're bringing back college football though, right?
Are they?
I thought I heard that there were in talks to bring back
cool.
college football, which was a great game. I loved that game when it was.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
I've never played it, but I heard it's amazing.
I mean, just all the different styles of college. You could play with Army or with Navy and run the wishbone. You know what I mean? Like crazy styles. Chameleon puts in the fastest lap there.
Put some distance between him and why not?
And why not a bit there, right? Looks like some distance is definitely. Kvyat's out. That looks like there.
That's unfortunate.
The race is up front here. Got some difference, some space out in between them right now. Chameleon tuna fishing with Budge. Reeling him in. Going for the overtake. He does it.
Budge is saying, you can have it. I'm going to get you.
Meanwhile, that allows Why Not to get himself back up in this race, too. We got a 3-car race. Budge is taking it back again. Ooh. Why Not came to the inside there. Oh, they're 3 wide. They are 3 wide. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did you see that?
I missed it.
You missed that.
My camera went crazy. I was on the broadcast view.
Oh my God!
Why Not just got smashed up, I think, though.
Budge, Why Not, and Chameleon went 3 wide and just crunched each other. The 3 of them just crunched each other. And Chameleon came out in the lead then. That was nuts. That was the craziest thing that I've seen on Wheel2Wheel, and I hope you got it good on the replay when you watch it. I know that the lads' review is going to be insane. I don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be hell to pay. But Chameleon comes out on top of that.
It's going to be on the TikTok, that's for sure.
Chameleon comes out on top of that. Kaiser takes P3. Major Jam into P4. Why Not back into... I don't see any wing damage there, but there's got to be damage.
Yeah.
Vern P6. Meeps makes his way up to P17. The Chameleon...
But he's got a 3-second penalty.
You know, it almost looked like that Wreckfest game that I told you I played. Because the 3 of them came in to take the turn, and the guy in the middle got spit out by the 2 guys on either side of him.
I wonder where that's going to come in under the rules.
I have no idea. I can only imagine. I mean, I guess for anger's sake. For anger's sake, I guess it's good Chameleon came out in front of that. It's because you got the quieter guys that came out behind him. But, oh man, there's going to have to be some racing to get back into this thing for Why Not.
Right. And like we were talking about, this is a tough track to overtake on. So they're
Chameleon
all in
now
the
puts
same
a
tire strategy.
3-second lead almost on
So
P2.
that's a valuable lead, I would say.
Kaiser
That's a
second and
valuable
a half
pole.
back. Major Jam 3.
I have to think though that Chameleon, it's going to be a tough ask for Chameleon to stay in front of Budge.
I'm just checking out why not here with Chameleon puts in the fastest 141 with Major Jam in front and Vern to his rear.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when. On the other thing is fair play to Major Jam for staying number 4.
Staying
5
clean
laps
there.
in. Serious progress. Serious progress.
Serious? Is it true?
It's going to be seriously interesting to see what happens when, or if and when Why Not goes to overtake Major Jam.
I think there's wing damage there. Can't tell if there's wing damage. No. It looks like there might be. Yeah, that front flipper there on driver's side, left side flipper on Budge there. Looks like it might be damage there. Doesn't look like he's holding back that much, but now it's a 4.5 second lead out in front of him. Ooh, Kaiser just hit the pylon right behind Budge. Meeps up to P16. Budge with some damage driving this technical part of the track is letting Kaiser catch up to him here.
I think, looking at Why Not's car, I think I don't think he's taking that much damage.
I couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't tell. I think that Budge's front left flipper there might be off. Vern's pitting. If you follow Vern out of the pits, you can see what I was talking about the pit stops. Major Jam in P4. Followed by Why Not.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Kaiser looking to make a move here on Budge through Sector 2.
So how can you tell that that Budge is taking some damage? What part of the car are you looking at?
If you look at his wing, his front left, it's hard to see. Yeah, there's a flat piece on the side of the wing, and on Budge's left-hand side, the flat piece is gone.
Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about.
It goes perpendicular to the actual ground, you know? And that's
okay,
gone.
yeah.
It's on his right side, but not on his left.
Yeah, I think looking at Why Not's car, he's still got all of that stuff.
I'm surprised Chameleon has his, I'm not sure, because he was... I think he came
He's
out of
tearing
that,
it up.
I think he came out of it unscathed. Whatever happened there, I think he came out of it unscathed. Please, lads, just laugh it off. Just laugh it off. It's just a game. Come
Okay,
on,
yeah, I
Kaiser.
see. I can see that now. Yeah.
Come on, Kaiser. We're rooting for you, kid. Take advantage of that shit show that happened up in front of you.
I tell you one thing. Trying to look at this in broadcast mode for any length of time gives me a headache.
Yeah, it's not the easiest, is it?
So we can definitely say that this is Chameleon's race to lose.
At this stage. I mean, at this stage, it's got to be.
Like, that's a commanding lead.
Yeah, and Budge is going to have to pit before him unless he...
Yeah.
Can he put on fresh softs or no? He has to. No, you have to start with the tires you qualified on, right?
Yeah. So I'd say, honestly, at this point, I'd say the move for Budge.
Because did he change his tires?
The hard and try and stay out there.
Folks, we're 7 laps down. P1, after some craziness, the Angry Chameleon as the pit window opens. An 8-second lead on P2 with Budge, who is heading into the pits now. Smart move by Budge there, get himself into the pits. Kaiser's overtaking him there into P2. How far we lose? Major Jam, why not?
He's going for medium, so he's still going with his 2-pitter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why not now? A second and a half behind Major Jam.
Look, he went from 2nd to 14th, 15th.
Yeah, but they're all gonna. I know it was a long one. They're all gonna have to pit.
Are we sure that a 2-pitter is better?
He's gonna have to get 20 laps on that, on those tires. It's
I
faster.
mean, he's not gonna. If he was gonna do a 1-pitter, he'd have to go to the hards. Yeah. But he went to medium, so he's obviously gonna have to pit again now. It's just surprising that he obviously has a lot of confidence in his ability to make up that time.
Major Jam taking through those chicanes. Why not behind?
And P3 approaching Kaiser. He's gaining massively on Kaiser.
We're gonna find out whether he's learned a thing or two about strategies. He talked to the lads about strategy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna have to just wait until he gets to a straight. But he's playing this very well.
He is. He's on Kaiser's ass right now.
And he's not giving him any space whatsoever.
Kaiser just pit, and Jam just pit.
I don't know if he was so focused on following him that he just went into the pit also.
He just went into the pits as well. You may have.
But it was actually a smart move, I think.
Yeah, you may have, huh? Chameleon just putting out some time in front of him now, huh?
He sure is.
Let's see what we got here. Look at more Mick up in P2, P4 right now.
He's obviously, more Mick AI is obviously going for the 1-pit strategy, I have to believe.
Yeah.
Major Dram, 3-second penalty, no!
What was that penalty for?
Multiple warnings. Exceeded track limits, corner cutting, and then he was just all over the place a bit, unfortunately.
Bud just trying to get around some of this AI here. Oh, we cut that. He's going to have a warning for that. It's got to be a warning. No?
Yeah, he got a warning for corner cutting.
Yeah.
Kaiser Irish Gun got a warning for a collision with Major Jam.
Uh-oh.
Not what you want to see. And
that must have been
heads into the pit now.
That must have been the pits. I wonder if that happened in the pits. Let's follow Chameleon out under the turn. Let's see, because Why Not's coming right up. Oh, Why Not just hit the pits as well? Chameleon looking good for this, isn't he?
The next human driver is Budge.
Chameleon looking good for this right now, isn't he?
He's looking very good. The AI are going to slow Budge down massively. I think it's going to be... Honestly, I think It's going to be hard for Budge, harder than normal with the amount of AI he's going to have to deal with. We'll definitely find out whether his issues with AI traffic are done with or not.
He's in the DRS now on Grosjean. No. There he goes, makes a move. Oh, Grosjean's a little argy-bargy there from Grosjean.
So, Chameleon just pitted out in front.
He did indeed.
Oh, he had
like 30-some seconds, I think, on Magnussen. He's definitely... It's his race to lose.
Right.
By far is it his race to lose. We got...
He just has to avoid a spin out. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not looking forward to interviewing him if he wins. You can ask all the questions.
Kaiser's got to make his way through that same AI to catch himself up to Budge. Grosjean just pits, so now he's going. Budge moves up another space. He's making up time.
In fairness, after all that shite with Major Jam, he's still P7.
He's still in P7.
He's definitely looking a little bit wobblier now, but
he's gonna hit the DRS.
This is a good race for Major Jam.
Get past Ocon.
If he can get into points on his third race, that's serious props.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Oh, very impressive.
Now he's got Gasly in his sights. Let's follow.
I mean, it's a shame, but
Meeks is having some troubles.
The closest battle right now is Verne coming up on Major Jam.
Alright, let's go hit Verne and Major Jam then. Oh, just took a turn wide. Major Jam's put a little bit of time out in front of him there, didn't he? Oh, that's a really cool view.
We don't really have any races on here.
It's a good broadcast view, though, when they come out from through the stadium there, and it's up high. Ooh, Major Jam just went up way high.
A couple of hits there.
Yeah, a couple of hits
Major Jam reclaims P4.
Reclaims P4. Wynot's going to make himself through all this AI stuff here now as well, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be... He's got his work cut out for him finishing on the podium.
He's got a fresh car now. He just needs to drive, right? Make one smart pit stop decision.
Right.
When to hit the pit, and he can. And I guess that's what's going to happen here.
This is going to be a long race. It's going to be a very long race. We're not even at the halfway point.
We're not even at the halfway point, are we? You're right, pal. You're right.
So I guess there's a lot more to come. But you can definitely tell the longer pace.
Budge is doing well from Sector 3.
Chameleon just keeps putting in fastest lap, though.
Yeah.
17 seconds. That's going to be tough. I don't see how he manages that, to be honest, Budge.
Why not has Perez right in front of him? Meeps makes his way up to P12 there. Good job, Meeps.
And takes fastest lap. So one thing we did not predict Major Jam putting in a serious challenge for podium.
We did not predict Major Jam putting in a serious challenge here. Oh, here we go. Why not?
It is very, very possible that he takes podium. Very possible.
Not making his move right now. In front of Perez, Vernie Vern P5. Can't forget about Vernie Vern and P5, baby. Lap 13, here we are. Angry Chameleon P1. A healthy lead over Budge P2. Kaiser Irish Gun P3. Major Jam. The surprise driver of the day so far, P4. Vernie Vern P5, and he's only 3 seconds behind, it looks like there. So that 3-second penalty will mean something.
So, do you know if Major Jam is using a wheel or a pad? Because if he's doing this on a pad, like, that's so impressive.
Definitely a pad.
Because, like, the fact that he's doing so well makes me wonder, okay, he's not a stranger to racing games. Like, he knows how to race. He knows how to drive it, like, do a racing game fast. But yeah,
sure.
even looking at his controller there, you can tell that that's not a wheel. That's a pad.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we had some kind of something going on. They went 3 wide. They sandwich, it looks like it's Slingshot Chameleon out to the front. Why not? And Budge off the track. Why not was definitely got the worst off as he spun the worst off the track there. Budge also had some damage and couldn't do it. And Chameleon got spit out in front, and he has not relinquished any piece of that lead since that happened. We got some space out there. If you see anything, let me know. Looks like Kaiser's only a second behind Budge here. That's our closest race.
It sure is. And if he gets if he gets within a second, that's him hitting DRS.
Budge just puts on a bit of a show, though, through Sector 3 there. That was a good job by Kaiser to stick tight to that. But Budge puts on a show in Sector 3. He just pushes out in front. Good driving there by Budge. Chameleon just enjoying the view. He's enjoying the view right now.
So, it's interesting, one, I guess, interesting implication for Major Jam doing so well. This has implications for constructors. This means that there's less points available to make up a deficit.
It does indeed.
And I suppose the driver standing as well. Like if you
steal somebody else's points, yeah, exactly.
Right. And I suppose that's what we want. We want good competitive racing.
Oh, he's sending a message to the lads, like.
For sure.
Like lads.
Do you reckon him asking about that etiquette with corner cutting and stuff, or not corner cutting, overtakes and defending, was that just him like getting it up? Was that him?
Was that his mind games?
With a bit of games?
Was it a bit of games or should a bit of mind games there? Now 18 seconds.
I mean, I've been following him. Seeing as there's no close race to follow, I've been following him basically exclusively. And he is like a ping pong all around the track. He's just doing it really fucking fast.
Just doing it really fast. It makes him impossible to pass then.
Yeah.
You're scared to shit of wrecking.
You essentially can't go for the overtake because you don't know what you're gonna do next. Okay, that was a good series of turns there. But you see what I mean? Like he just goes from one limit to the next.
Major Jam's a Counter-Strike star, isn't he? Is that what we hear? Major Jam's game of choice is Counter-Strike, I believe, right?
Oh, I don't get.
Is that the game? Is that what it's called?
I don't know, honestly.
Kaiser just got into the
close shave with
DRS.
the wall there. Yeah, he was not too far away from losing a
Kaiser
wing.
just got into the DRS to pull himself a little bit closer to Budge. Can he get a little closer? He just can't get within a second. Cannot get within a second of Budge there. He's racing well, though.
Verne just got a warning for a collision with Why Not. Why Not is not going to be happy with that.
Oh, no.
And Why Not is now 5 seconds behind Verne. Frustrating race for Why Not, that's for sure.
Frustrating race indeed. But it's good for the driver's standings if it goes this way. I mean, it's just good for parity.
Well, I think it Budge is ahead right now, so you're right. It does mean that Chameleon gets himself more into the race.
Chameleon gets himself back more up into the race if this ends the way it is. You know,
but
look,
Budge extends his lead.
Listen, Drico, as you and I know, none of these guys are doing this for money, right? We talk about this every single week, don't we? And we're going to always talk about it. It's a video game. They're having, first and foremost, don't do it unless you're having fun. Obviously, there's gamesmanship. Obviously, you want to win. Obviously, you want to do good. There's competitiveness. There's a competitive nature. But at the end of the day, kiss your kids. Say goodnight. Tell them you love them. Tell your family you love them.
Right.
And go get yourself 2 hours on a track with a couple other lads. You know, create a few TikToks, create some memories, and move on to the next week. Hopefully, they do that, right?
Compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
Into what it's supposed to be, a bit of fun.
Even though Why Not's not going to be happy.
No. The kids are going to get a little bit less love this week than last week.
The Kip kids are going to get a little bit less love this week.
A little bit less daddy time.
Guys are putting in a good race here too, huh? Staying in P3, they've now increased their lead to 6 seconds over Major Jam.
If things keep like this for Chameleon, I can see him whipping out the good bottle of whiskey.
I can see.
If he has a 20-year or whatever in his closet, that'll be coming out. Meeple's champ back to P7.
Yeah, Meeple's champ making his way up there.
That's an important climb.
Big for the Constructors' Cup, that's for sure. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're 10 laps from the end here. Angry Chameleon P1 by 23 seconds now. Almost a full pit. It's not a full pit, but almost a full pit over Budge. P2 with 2 extra laps on those medium. Oh, Chameleon decided to take the pit. Here we go. 23 seconds. I'm going to stick with Chameleon. No, I'll stick to Budge. Budge is going to have to pit, though. Let's see where Chameleon comes out. Here he comes. here comes Chameleon. He's going underneath now.
Sorry, I had to go there for a second.
That's all right. Chameleon pit, and he's going to come out ahead. Chameleon pit and came out ahead. Chameleon pit and came out ahead.
4 seconds ahead.
At this stage, it's Oh.
Yeah, he'd have to make multiple mistakes now, not just one or two.
Major Jam's pitting. Vernie Vern's pitting.
Kaiser and Budge are staying out for now. Just getting another lap. And one thing I noticed, not sure why, but Budge has a red, and it's gone. That's strange. He had a red spanner on his telemetry. But they said that they can disappear.
Yeah.
So and Meeple, he has a yellow petrol thing, so he must be running low-ish on fuel.
All right, he's trying to get that one last lap out of that, maybe, I guess.
Just I guess he's probably been using rich fuel up to now after his collisions.
Kaiser's pulled on inside a second as they come through. If he can stick tight here, if Kaiser can stick tight through Sector 3, he just needs to stick tight through Sector 3 because Budge is just, again, he has that down better.
Major Jam, another 3-second penalty.
Major Jam. Oh, Kaiser's hitting the pits.
Hey, he's still in a great spot.
Budge is sticking out there. He's going to try and get...
Yeah, but he's lost 2 seconds. And the delta between him and Chameleon just keeps going up.
Yep. Why not hitting another lap on those tires too? Just trying to get some separation there. Meeps is pit. Yeah, he's got an 8-second lead now over him, huh? Budge is going to have to get off them tires.
Yeah.
He's going to have to get off them tires.
It's been definitely a mistake for him to stay out.
But he's going to have a lap, right? He'll have an extra lap on those softs, but that's not going to be enough to make up that much time.
No. Maybe what he's doing is he's not thinking about winning anymore. He's trying to hold on to P2.
Yeah, because Kaiser pit. So Kaiser's on the Kaiser pit. He's on the softs, and there is only 10. Ooh, no, I think if he pits now, he'll come out ahead of him. I think he's got enough time to come out ahead of him. If he pits now to stay under P2.
Right. Okay. Why not just pit? So Budge just staying out. Great opportunity for Kaiser now on these softs.
Yeah.
To at least shrink that deficit.
He needs to shrink that deficit.
And hopefully, when Budge comes back out, it'll at least be close enough to be in the delta.
Why not pit?
Not the delta, the DRS zone.
Mormick going for a podium. You're right. You're right. No shit. Without Mormick in it. Major Jam still up there. We're in lap 21. Sorry, I didn't fill the space there enough there, Drico. Sorry, my apologies for you guys listening out there. It's just become.
I mean, there's not an awful lot to talk about right now, is there?
It's just reading the timing and figuring out the seconds. Right now, I mean, Budge only has an 12-second lead on him. So Budge is going to have to pit. He's not going to go the rest of the way on those mediums, is he?
No, Budge is he's 12 seconds behind
There
Chameleon.
he goes. Now he's pitting. Kaiser's 21 seconds behind him. This is going to be interesting. I think he'll come out ahead of him, though, right?
Yeah, he'll probably come out about 2 seconds ahead, I'd say.
This is where the race is, that's for sure. This is where the race is. Budge is back, quick.
Kaiser just took fastest lap.
Fastest lap. Here they come.
He's not gonna. Oh,
look at this! Look at this! Oh man!
It's within the DRS zone.
Holy cow!
Oh no! Did you see that?
No.
Budge's Wi-Fi had the X on it, so it was. Maybe that was just a game glitch.
Hopefully that's just a glitch. He's in the DRS.
Got DRS now. Very poor decision from Budge to stay out so long.
God.
He's gonna have a lot of trouble now. Obviously, Budge is stronger coming through, going into these turns.
Here's the DRS again.
Yeah.
Makes a defensive move there.
Up to Kaiser now to the stick close enough with him through these turny parts.
Yep, sector 3, you're not going to make it. Lean out your fuel. You got to lean out your fuel in sector 3 if you have the ability to do that, because there's not going to be any overtaking. Save your fuel.
He does have to stay within spitting distance though. He can't let Budge lose him through sector 3. He needs to stay within that DRS zone until the next straight. And here we go. And Budge has done it. Budge has gotten himself ahead enough.
Why not see fastest lap 139.5? He's 2 seconds
Kaiser's
behind.
back into DRS now. Well done, Kaiser. You're making him work very hard for this P2. And DRS hits again.
It's just enough to get him up behind him, though. You know, like he's definitely making work. But Budge it's just enough right now.
Budge has him on those on that sector 3.
Once exactly.
Whatever time he loses in through the straights, he's making back up in sector 3.
He just takes off out of that turn into sector 2 too, into that big straight.
Yeah.
Angry Chameleon lapping him at this stage.
So, I just want to point out that of my top 3 picks, I got 2 of them right so far.
So did I. Just different ones.
Right.
4 laps left, folks. Right now we have Angry Chameleon in P1, Budge in P2. Kaiser trying to put on a race against Budge for P2 into P3.
He's not getting there.
Vern in P4. Why not right on Vern's tail here in P5? There's a bit of a race here, P4, P5. And this definitely is for the Constructors' Cup, because...
Right, this is crucial.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Kip, that's for sure. I appreciate you, and you, Kaiser.
Vern went wide. Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't going to try the overtake. Now he got the DRS now, though.
He does, and he's right on his tail. Which way?
Let's see what Vern can pull out of the bag.
Looks like Vern letting him go there.
Yeah, he just let him in front. Obviously, he feels like he'll get him on the next one. Yeah, he has a big ERS advantage on him.
He had too much speed.
He must be playing that in, and he must be factoring that into his decision.
Kaiser not inside a second now on Budge. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Not sure what happened there.
I'll check. Race director. Major jam exceeded track limits twice.
Major jam.
Please don't get another 3-second penalty.
Beeps up in the P6. They both have the penalties.
Actually, he can afford another 2-second penalty. That's the funny thing. And still stay ahead because of Meeple's 3-second penalty.
Lap 25, Angry coming in solid position here.
30 seconds ahead. Yeah, he's romping it. Absolutely romping it.
Vern, why not just put on a second on Vern there after that
Another
pass?
DNF. George Russell.
Is there wing damage there on Vern? Yeah, it looks like Vern's got that wing damage too on his left-hand side there, so he's just trying to race this car into the end here.
That's a shame.
Look at this. Look at this.
Minimizes the points gain for Mercedes on the constructors.
Yeah. Good news for Red Bull. Whoever backed Red Bull, good news for them.
Yeah. Hey, I knew I was comfortable with the drivers I was going with. I know they work well together. I know that it's as important to them as it is to me.
3-second penalty, multiple warnings.
Okay, so Major Jam is he's got that P6 sewn up if he wants it. He can afford another exceed track limits comfortably. Just don't hit into the wall, pal.
Kaiser just can't catch up. Lap 26.
Major respect, though. He's making him work so hard for it. Oh, he's going to get DRS now. Yeah, there he is.
Again, it's just enough to get him up, to pull him up on the ass, and then here comes Sector 3. There he is.
I mean, that's the closest he's been in a while, in fairness. But Budge is just so much faster.
Here he comes. Budge is racing with a bum foot too, I understand. Had to make some adjustments to his pedals. His brake foot
Maybe
is
put
hurting
a pillow
him.
on one of them.
Yeah. I heard he went to the doctor. The doc said, "Doc, just put a shot in it. Shot of cortisone." He had the doctor shoot him up with cortisone before the race tonight. I think that's a little known fact.
Obviously, a testament to his dedication.
A testament to the man's dedication to wheel-to-wheel racing. Puts up a half a second on Kaiser there. Why not 8 seconds behind as we start to turn to dust? The lights are on for the last couple laps here in Abu Dhabi. Doo. Oh, Major Jam goes way off the track there, but
he did it so fast that it didn't matter.
He did it so fast that nobody saw it. Major Jam.
So who's got fastest lap right now? Fastest lap is Why Not. No, there's that, and that's where the bonus point.
Yep. Fastest lap is Why Not, isn't it? 6 seconds for P6 and P7 and penalties.
And next closest is actually Kaiser.
Very interesting. Just to show that he didn't have to, Command didn't even have to put in a fastest lap with all that clean air. All he had to do was ride, get his car out in front and ride after that.
He's actually lost a bit of his lead there. He went from
33 to 25,
seconds.
right?
But he must be coasting. He's obviously
He's
just.
got a lap left. Like, he's got to be coasting. As we get to lap 28, the final lap.
Congrats to Budge anyway for holding off Kaiser to keep his P2.
Yeah, he's definitely extending that lead now. Congratulations, Budge, for doing that. And no matter what the chatter is in the drivers afterwards, my pick to win wins coming through. Maybe he can crash, so let's not say anything. No matter what, you love him or you hate him, folks. You love him or you hate him, folks. He's a polarizing figure here in wheel-to-wheel racing. We all know that. We understand that. But no matter what, unless something major and they restart this, your champion, your winner in Abu Dhabi is going to be the Angry Chameleon.
He's actually, it looks like he's going for fastest lap now. He's making a push for it.
He's trying to put in what he can there. Into Sector 3. Three turns left, and it's all over. Folks, your Abu Dhabi winner. He's got no power left. Look at the lights. Look at the fireworks. The Angry Chameleon comes across in first place. Congratulations, Chameleon. After a long drought, he comes through. No matter what happens, he comes through. Open the double doors.
I'll invite him to the party, will I?
For sure. Yeah, just invite him first and then go back for... Here comes Budge into P2. Kaiser in P3. The surprise of the race. Why not see P4? Vern P5. Major Jam and Meeps both have 6 seconds, so that should not affect. As Major Jam comes in.
How are you, folks? Budge is going absolutely apeshit. I love it.
Well, we'll bring Budge in. We will bring Budge in, but we wanted to bring.
There he is. Look at me. Right back where I belong.
We wanted to bring you in one at a time to have a chat. First of all, Angry Chameleon, there you are on the top of the podium. I'd like it to be known that you were my pick to win the race. You came through. Congratulations. And
thank you so much.
Great job on your race day today.
Thank you. Listen, I came into this race genuinely with a different attitude. I was like, Joe, it's only a fucking race. It's only a game. I get so worked up at the start of races and I fuck it up for myself. And I came in and I said, just relax and let the race take care of itself. There was obviously an incident where we all came 3 abreast. I don't know what your opinion on that is. I feel like I was sandwiched. I kind of came off it better, but thankfully. But I think without that incident, I had the pace. You can see 30-odd seconds went ahead there. They never clawed any of that time back. The time at the end they clawed back was when I was in lean mode. So it would have been an exciting race, I think, without that incident at the start. But still, bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
Listen, yeah, I mean, it was definitely on the stream. You guys will definitely be able to see it from the broadcast view to see. Obviously, you'll have an extra view on it to see how it happened. But the net result of what happened, again, I'm not the one to be the expert to see how it went into that. But the net result of that 3 abreast literally looked like you got slung shot out of there because the 2 of those guys, you were in the middle, you got slung shot out. The 2 of them went off the track. Kip went very far off. There was no recovery for him, and Budge, as much of recovery as he made, that he wasn't going to recover there. So whatever happens, you came out ahead, and not only did you do it, but you kept it up. So congratulations to you, Chameleon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Drico, I don't know if you're still there. If you want to bring in Budge. Is Drico still there?
Drico?
There we go.
I don't know, is Drico there at all?
I think he just invited Budge in, but in LOI style, I'll go to the showroom until Budge comes in, and we'll show that beautiful McLaren car you drove. And again, congratulations on it.
Much appreciated. Feels good. Feels good to get another win under the belt.
Drico, are you there? Chameleon, do you want to bring Budge in?
I'll bring Budge in, yeah.
Thanks.
How do I do it now? Hang on a sec. Be prepared for an onslaught. He's not happy at all. I can't invite Budge. Oh, I think he's in. He's already in.
Is Budge in?
What I'll do is I'll start a new party chat and invite you because there's always some issue.
Drico, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
You hear me now?
I can hear you there, Chameleon, and I can hear Drico. Have you invited Budge and Drico?
Yeah, I invited Budge already. He just has to accept it.
All right.
Okay, maybe invite someone
Invite
else
them all.
because invite
Invite
them
them
all
all.
because he probably doesn't want to come in. He's probably too pissed off. Which is, he's obliged to give a race interview, so that'll be doesn't want to. Byrne got 10 points. Meeples got 6. Major Jam had a great race.
Major Jam. In these commentators' view, Major Jam put in a driver of the day. I mean, he makes mistakes.
Sure.
As Drico would say, he makes mistakes, but he makes them at such a high rate of speed that he gets through them. So it doesn't matter how many seconds off he gets because he's going so fucking fast through every turn he can go through. Looks like the lads are joining now. Folks who are in, you are live on Wheel2Wheel Racing Channel. A crazy race yet again. As we know, I don't think that I saw that Budge came in. Is Budge coming in?
Don't know. He left the party right after. Comedian did.
All right. So I'm
probably
gonna
best if you
He's
join
offline now.
All right.
He's obviously too pissed off, and he's obliged to give a post race interview, which
we'll go to P3 then. We'll go to P3. Kaiser, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm fine. How's it going, Roman?
All right, Kaiser. Look, again, for Drico and I, we try to just get the best races, and we don't understand what happens and how things go on, and there's a lot of bullshit that happens, and flames are going. But you did your best to keep up with Budge to that race. You made him race to the end there. You get yourself into the DRS, but you didn't have the. It looked like he took you on the turns, the technical ability he had coming in, especially through Sector 3. He would just build up that lead on you, and you could never make that up. But, you got yourself up there. Congratulations on another podium.
Yeah, cheers, Roma. I thought it's probably provisional podium because Verny wouldn't stop whinging throughout the whole race about an incident that happened on the first corner. And then I did damage Meeple's wing, which I apologise. But Verny wouldn't stop whinging throughout the whole race, so there's probably going to be a complaint put in or whatever, a review. So it is what it is. But apart from that, I enjoyed the race. Budge was raced well. I know he was probably struggling with his car by the looks of it, but no, you raced well, and congratulations to Chameleon as well for a great race.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. You put in a good show, great race. And then we have Why Not See in the house.
How's it going?
All right. Well, first of all, there's a P3, P4, I believe, for Red Bull, correct? So,
yeah.
Congratulations to get yourself back up there. you got yourself back. You had to race. You came back. You did. You raced. Congratulations. Obviously, I definitely want to know what your opinion is. I mean, you guys went 3 wide. You guys were 3 wide, and it just looked like, just from a layman's point of view, essentially, Chameleon got spit out in between. He got spit out in between going straight, and you two guys took off on the side of the track. So hard luck, man. Hard luck.
Yeah, sure. Look, I don't want to comment on it now. It's just, I could be at fault. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I thought it was coming straight in. I had the inside line. I couldn't see anything to the right of me, so I couldn't see anyone's nose. So, yeah, I thought it was okay, and then I just felt a little tip, and I went around, and I must have caught Budge as well, and hit his wing. It was. It was maybe a bit eager on my part, but I did have the speed. The Chameleon didn't have the DRS, and it was just one of those ones. We talked about it earlier in the group. Maybe a bit more patience. We might have all come out a bit better, but not a great race for myself. A couple of mistakes. Trying to overtake Vernie the first time. And, just bring it home. Good points. Well done to Kaiser. Good points for the team, and well done to Chameleon for the win.
No, look,
Thank you very much.
Like we say, we talk about this. I know that you guys are look, you want to win. You're competitive. You want to win. You want to adhere to F1. How the drivers drive, and we talk about track limitations. We talk about all that stuff that's real.
Hey guys,
sim.
I gotta take off.
All right, Drico.
Take care, Drico.
We talk about stuff that's
Good race,
real,
guys.
That's real sim, and I can appreciate that. But I have to tell you, and you'll hear it on the stream, when that happens, when you guys go 3 wide, and then the outcome of that all happens, like no matter what, whoever's at fault, whoever doesn't, it makes for fucking good streaming. I'm telling you, like I have to tell you, all you guys, like this is why you guys go ape shit, and people get angry, and there's so much like animosity in it. I know it's not real, and it's whatever it is, and it's great for us. It's great for drama. It's great for Wheel2Wheel Racing to put on a podcast and talk about drama. But that was crazy to watch, and it's just a video game at the end of the day, and that was exciting as shit. When Chameleon got slung out to the middle there, and in the middle, and you two guys took off to the side of the track, it was an oh shit moment, followed by holy shit. Chameleon came out of that thing completely unscathed, and he is just out of there. He is just out of there. So look, like we'll get through the driver standings and stuff, but congratulations on getting yourself back up there, and it's a good run.
Thanks.
Bernie Byrne.
Romo.
Obviously, there's going to be something put in. Obviously, there's some anger and some animosity, and you're not happy with the race. But look, you stayed up there. You probably could have put yourself a little better. I know there was some bad luck that was had, but congratulations on the finish.
Thanks. I'm disgusted. Kaiser, I know he thinks he's right in some way or the other. Basically, at the start line, I was on the right hand side, he's on the left. I was getting off to a decent start. Kaiser comes over to the left, and all he was doing was squeezing me towards the wall. I backed off, and then on the following corner, he ends up fucking braking or something. He done me wing. Apparently, he done meets as well. That slowed me down for 5 or 6 laps before he took an early pit stop. Had a decent stint on the mediums, kept with a Major Jam, who was having an impressive race. Went on to the softs, had the pace. Kaiser had come out just in front of me, and then I was coming down a DRS. Major Jam was on the left, I was on the right. I was going to take the outside, and he just pulled across right in front of me, jammed on the brakes, and done my wing. So I raced half of it with a damaged wing. The time you take to change the wing and the time lost, I definitely would have been able to overtake 14 seconds where Kaiser was, not a problem. But I think his manoeuvre, and that's 2 nights in a row that he's done it. Last night, forgive us a racing incident that happens, I was slowing down because I had worse tyres. But tonight was an absolute joke, and his reaction as well, which I'm surprised. I think I was trying to bully him off the track.
Sorry, you're so full of shit.
I'm disgusted by it, but we will see the review, and hopefully eat humble pie on it.
You're so full of shit, it's unreal.
I respected your interview, so respect mine.
I don't respect yours.
Well, congratulations. Good finish. Let me just move on. I got to move on here. And first, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go down to Meeps before I hit Major Jam. But Meeps, it looks like you had a tough. You got hit early, right? Russell, I think, looks like Russell might have hit you early, knocked you out of things. you just never got you as much as you fought your way back into it. Never could get up into those top ones, but good finish to come from there, and it was made a good finish. Congratulations on the finish.
Thank you. Yeah, look, I mean, I actually got a double whammy because, I trust the drivers, I trust Kaiser, and I trust Vernie Vern in those corners, and whatever comes of whatever comes. I don't even know if it's any benefit to me at this stage. So I don't know what I'll do, but I think I might just leave it and accept it as a racing thing. But what doubled up there was just as I stopped spinning from whatever that impact was, then around the corner comes Russell and clips me again, and I spin again, and I eventually get straight on the track, and I'm about 5 seconds behind 20th. So not a great start. But look, I mean, it became a different race for me. I overtook. I got back to 5th. Done my last stop, went back to 12th, and then got back another 5 places. So with that kind of an incident, I'm never going to catch the distance. When you're going through all that traffic, you're never going to be catching up with the guys who would lap even at a similar pace that I would. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, and it was what it was. It was a good race for me. Just frustrating, that's all.
Well, we love having you. At least you weren't like last week. You were in the booth with us. You're back on the track, and we appreciate having you out there, Meeps. Thanks.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
Major Jam, are you out there? Listen, as my partner, I wish he was here to say this, but as my partner said about Major Jam's racing style, you make mistakes, but you make them at such a high rate of speed, that you just sort of push your fucking way through it, man. And look, once you get some strategy down, and once you get these tracks down, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. It was a great finish. Congratulations. I hope you feel good about the race.
Well done, man.
Yeah, well done. Definitely well done. And I do believe that he has come in. Budge, are you there?
Yeah.
I know you're not happy, but before we talk about any incidents or any problems, I think after all that went down, the one thing that you did get was you had Kaiser behind you that whole time, the last 6 or 7 laps of that race. So he did force you to keep racing, and you ran him off. That Sector 3, we watched you a few times through Sector 3, and you drove it fairly flawlessly lots of times. So, congratulations on the P2, and now I will let you have your say.
I don't want to have to say anything at all, to be honest with you. Less said, the better.
All right.
To be fair.
All right, well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you for at least coming back on and doing your due diligence and talking to us. And congratulations on the P2.
Cheers.
Can I just, as the guy who just finished right behind Major Jam, I want to say absolutely great driving, man, because I got free of the last car behind you with 5 laps to go, and I was 12 seconds, and you done enough. And it was just great driving because every time I gained some, I actually gave you back the 3-second advantage I had, and it was frustrating. But it shows how much you've come on, man. Because it was, you know what I mean. Like the fact that I had 5 laps, I would have given myself a little bit more chance. But man, the fact that I couldn't reel you in is testament to how much you've improved already. Well done, man. Yeah. No, I agree, but I had to say, it was just insane that every bloody time I caught up with you, I expended all my ERS and fuel, and 100 yards from the line I actually ran out of fuel because I actually was trying that hard to catch you. Well done.
Congratulations, but you still didn't win, so you don't get. I mean, that's enough time. It's enough time for Major Jam. All right, for fuck's sake. Can we go through the driver standings now?
Yeah, it's boys not going to congratulate me now. That's customary.
I look your congratulations I got last night.
It wasn't racial last night.
All right. Let's go through these driver standings.
Driver standings, folks, is Budge on still in the lead, 253 points. I don't know why you can be so upset with second place. Why Not See, 246. Chameleon, 235. Back right in contention as we go into Belgium next week. A favourite of Budge's.
Next.
Kaiser, 160. Vern, 118. Meeples, 97. Major Jam overtakes Ryan with 8. Ryan on 4. Orbit, 0. Constructors, Red Bull, 406. Mercedes breathing down their neck at 374. McLaren 329. Racing Point with their first points on 8. And Renault with 4. Alfa Romeo with 0. We're going into the Christmas break, folks. Our next race will be in the new year, probably, or maybe just before. We'll have a look. But we've Belgium next, which is going to be an interesting race.
That's it. We have Belgium race, but we have the Christmas break coming up. Maybe we'll have some Ryder Cup for you. Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you had an enjoyable time. I had a fun time watching it. It's Romo Clan Drico out. Wheel2Wheel Racing signing off.